Good morning everybody, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like my videos, please smash the like button, please do subscribe. Thursday morning, good morning everybody. It does look like there's some sunshine outside. Yeah, Thursday morning, let's hope today is better than yesterday. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning, and happy birthday to Sir Lenworth George Henry, aka Lenny Henry, comedian, actor, and British national treasure.
Alexa, what's the time, please?
Good morning, Crystal. The time is 8:27 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Thursday, the 29th of August.
Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
In Rochester, it's 16 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Today, you can expect partly sunny weather, with a high of 23 degrees and a low of 11 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke? Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
Why did the cat enroll in police school? He'd always wanted to get into law enforcement.
Alexa, whose birthday is it today?
Today's famous birthdays include American actress Rebecca De Mornay, Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States Neil Gorsuch, American actress Carla Gugino, American actor Elliot Gould, and English singer and songwriter Liam Payne.
Alexa, how old is Lenny Henry?
Lenny Henry is 66 years old.
Lenny Henry is 66. He's getting on as well, towards 70. All people I grew up with when I was a child, you know, watching on TV. When you're a kid, right, the television's there, isn't it? When I was born in the 60s, obviously the television was there, and I went to school, primary school, in the 70s. And the programs that I watched when I was a kid was Play School, Play Away, Play School, with Floella Benjamin in and Brian Cant. So, Alexa, how old is Floella Benjamin?
Floella Benjamin is 74 years old.
So I grew up watching Floella Benjamin present Play School. She's 74 years old now. So everyone that I grew up with is getting older, and obviously some are dead. You know, that's life. And sometimes we need help and support when we go through hard times. Everybody does. And mental illness has come about a lot since lockdown, you know, since 2020 with COVID-19, when we were all locked indoors and were unable to go out properly, you know, for nearly 2 years on and off. And, you know, being isolated can have an adverse effect on your mental health. It doesn't mean you're crackers and you're nuts. I mean, depression and anxiety doesn't mean you're crackers and you're nuts. I mean, living like a hermit, being isolated away from people is going to affect your mental health. Of course it is. We're humans. We're meant to socialise. We're meant to, you know, it's okay being alone and it's okay living by yourself. But at some point in your life, you need to interact with people. And obviously, I've got this, me personally has got somebody that is just trying to destroy my life. I don't know whether it's an ex-partner or someone that's got a grudge against me, and that can affect your mental health. Of course it can. And you know, when someone reports something to the police, I mean, I I think before I report something to the police. If I think I'm in danger from somebody, somebody's attacked me, somebody's hurt me, right, it takes a lot for me to say, right, I've got this, I need some help, I need police help, right? I don't willy-nilly report things to the police. I think about it. I think about if the crime is affecting other people, because drugs affect kids and animals and elderly people. So I'm not just doing it for the hell of it. I'm trying to protect other people as well. Obviously, if there's a nutcase out there that is harming pets and is psychotic and dangerous, then we, the public, need to be protected from them, right? So, I'm not the only woman that has suffered from stalking and harassment. Some women have been killed by their ex-partners and ex-husbands because they've left them due to domestic violence. All the police need to do is check my history, not my mother's, and see, there must be a pattern to all this. Right, there must be a pattern to all this harassment. It must be coming from somewhere. It's not rocket science. I mean, I've already picked up a pattern already. It's dating sites. I'm not allowed to meet somebody, settle down and have happiness, right? Somebody is I go into a dating site, somebody automatically texts me, and they say, hello beautiful, good morning, and it starts from there, and it's kiss, 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 usually 3 kisses after the message. So, and it's when I get up in the morning as well, they're straight into my Facebook, straight into it. Hello, how are you? And if I say I'm happy, they want to make me miserable. They just want to make me unhappy. Right, so there is a pattern to this, and I've seen it. So why can't the police see it, right? So the police have told me that they're going to refer this to adult protection. Now, we've had all this in Gloucestershire. We've had the fake crisis team. The crisis team that came out to me, Crystal. I'm a separate person to my mother. My mother's 78, elderly, and she suffers from schizophrenia. And I keep saying this, my records have been mixed up to cover up child abuse. Okay, and I maintain that. I'm not crackers, I'm not mad. I was abused as a child, and this is a massive cover-up. Okay, so basically the crisis team came out to me, Crystal, in Gloucestershire, right? Massive cover-up about something. And I was told to go and see a doctor. I was told to go and see, this is how this all madness started with me. I was told to go and see a doctor. And trusting this person, I went to my doctor. And my doctor was also my ex-husband's doctor. Right? So he was also my ex-husband's doctor. He was a friend of his. So I went to the doctors. I was told to go to this doctor in Gloucestershire, who surprisingly you can't get hold of him now. All the doctors that treated me in Gloucestershire have either retired or you can't find them, right? I can't remember of this chap. I know he was balding on top, brown hair with a beard. I think it was I can't remember. It was near where I was living, and he told me to take these blue pills. And he said, you're going to have to take these blue pills so that you get better. And I took one of these blue pills, and I couldn't wake up. I couldn't function. I couldn't wake up. I was going to sleep, and I couldn't wake up. It's my mother that was on diazepam. It's my mother that was on very, very, very strong psychotic medication for schizophrenia. So they were trying to treat me for a condition that I didn't have, a mental health illness I didn't have, to cover up child abuse. That's what I firmly believe, right? So I stopped taking these pills, which is my prerogative, because I'm not schizophrenic. I don't see and hear voices, right? My mum is the one that believes that she's the, the daughter of God. It's not me, she's God's daughter. And the crap that I was told when I came down to Chatham in 2008, absolutely unbelievable, satanic bullshit crap, right? My mother's schizophrenic, so this story was concocted that my dad was Satan, right? He was the devil. My mum's not well, not me. So basically up in Gloucestershire there was a massive cover-up because I was reporting abuse of my children, basically. Massive cover-up. I was given medication that actually nearly killed me. I was like having seizures on the floor. They were giving me drugs that affected the heart. I was shaking. So I was shaking like this. I was being forced to take medication that was obviously in the long run, I believe, going to kill me. Right? You can go online and see other people, how the police, when people are whistleblowing, they're reporting child abuse, they are basically sent to the nut house, forced medication and treated for something, a condition they don't have, to shut them up, or, it could kill them. Giving medication to people that aren't meant to have that medication can lead to death. Right? So I stopped taking the medication. I went back to this doctor, I told him. And he said, well, you'll never get better. And I did get better. I didn't take medication that wasn't meant for me. I had a baby to look after. How can you look after a baby when you're falling asleep all day long? You can't. So we had fake social workers, we had fake health visitors. One of them was called Susan Harvey. Susan Harvey. I was then referred to the crisis team, and they were not from the crisis team. One of them was called Fungi, which is named after a toadstool. And she came into my flat and she kicked my furniture like that. She kicked it. They were thugs. They were thugs. Thugs intimidating me. Thugs. Thugs. I've got nothing to lose now. I haven't got kids. You can refer me to the social services. There's no children in here. And if my mum is left alone in a flat with schizophrenia, with no doctors coming out, then you can't force crap on me that I don't need. Do you understand me? She's not getting any help. There's no social services or adult protection going around to see my mother, who's left alone in a flat with schizophrenia. And it's no good my mum keeps saying, you're old, you're old. I'm not as old as my mother, she's 78. She needs this protection more than I do. Right? It's going to come out, whether my mother likes it or not, what my dad did to me. And if she is ashamed of it, well, maybe she should have done something about it when I was a kid. It's all right, adult protection coming round now when I'm nearly 60. But when I was a kid being abused and bloody believable. It's unbelievable, isn't it? When you're a child being sexually molested by your father and beaten by him, and the so-called bogus social services come out and offer to take me for a ride in their car when I was 12. That's what the social services did. Offered to take me, a 12-year-old girl, into a car with an old man. Supposed to be an old male social worker. I was 12 years old. I don't forget. My mum said to me, she said, "Oh, why don't you go with the nice gentleman in the car?" I said, "I don't want to." And I stuck to my guns and I went, "No." An old male social worker, an old man. You see, you can't trust anybody. Nobody. You can't trust the police. You can't trust social services. You can't trust counsellors. There's a guy that is very, very similar case to mine. He's been poisoned and targeted. People have broken into his flat and broken his belongings in the past. Same what's happening to me. There's loads of us. We're targeted individuals because we are whistleblowing on child abuse, you see, and they want to keep doing what they're doing, and they want, so basically they target you and try to silence you, and one of their methods is giving you possibly fatal medication. Well, giving someone medication that isn't meant, they haven't got that condition, obviously can do somebody harm, right? Can't it? So the crisis team came out to me in Gloucestershire. I'd had involvement with the police. I'd had involvement with the so-called social services. So don't do this to me again. Don't send your fake workers out to my flat that threaten me and do shit to me. Because I've had it all before and I'm a veteran of it. The police referring things to social services, trying to pass the buck when they should be investigating who's doing this to me and not blaming me for it and making out I'm nuts. And someone said to me, "Do you think your mum's doing it?" I said, "Well, my mum's 78. She couldn't possibly be a jealous stalker at her age, surely." So my mum told me to be careful yesterday.